Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal decree appointing a non-resident ambassador. The Civil Service Council discusses conforming occupational status of some categories of employees and views an indicator of a number of applicants for vacancies. And citizens are still awaiting for compensation procedures of Al Batna Coastal Road. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has issued Royal Decree number 50/2015, appointing a non-resident ambassador. Article 1 appoints Sheikh Abdul Aziz bin Abdullah bin Zahir Al Hanai, Sultanate's ambassador to the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, as a non-resident ambassador to the Republic of Montenegro. Article 2, this decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and shall come into effect from the date of issue. Organising occupational status of some categories of employees, conforming with scope of functions of their place of work and duties, as well as responsibilities of their occupations, top discussions of the Civil Service Council in its 4th meeting of the year. A number of topics related to applications of appointments and contracts from some technical occupations were discussed during the meeting, in light of scope of responsibilities designated to the Council in this regard. The meeting also stood at justifications for these applications with regards to its importance to carry out works at the bodies concerned and to practice its task responsibilities, especially in achieving technical aspects related to their functions and implementations of projects. The Council also looked at a report prepared by the Ministry of Civil Service regarding a number of basic indices related to the number of applicants for available vacancies at the civil service sector during the previous period, as well as their scientific qualifications and preparation of sorting approved database of those who met the requirements, as well as other indices. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Saeed Khalid bin Hilal bin Saad Al Busaidi, Minister of Diwan of the Royal Court and Chairman of the Civil Service Council. The number of industrial clearances registered at the Industrial Register Secretariat in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry during the last quarter of the year reached 263, which are under construction, whereas 42 are existing in the Industrial Register. More details in the following report.
The Ministry of Commerce and Industry issued 3,072 commercial register through Invest Easy during November. 640 registers were issued by self-services, which reflect the development of the commercial sector in the Sultanate, benefiting from new electronic services that render a lot of facilitations to investors and the business sector. The electronic services issued at the beginning of the current year include a number of commercial services, some of which amending data of the commercial register, the capital, as well as data of trading activities and investors, in addition to cancelling and clearance of companies. Other services are provided by offices of investor services, such as sale contracts and sale of shares, and specifying sites of activities, practices and sales licenses. The number of industrial clearances registered at the Industrial Register Secretariat in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry during the last quarter of the year reached 263, which are under construction, whereas 42 are existing in the Industrial Register, with a total investment reaching around 183 million Omani Riyals. The ministry seeks to develop the industrial and commercial sector as well as to attract the foreign investments through exemptions and incentives provided by the ministry to the investors in the industrial sector. The Sultanate has promising investment opportunities in the industrial sector, in addition to the availability of various raw materials and human resources. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry continues evaluating the competitive factories to win Sultan Qaboos Award for Industrial Excellence 2015, which will last until the end of January 2016, as the contest has been approved to be held every 2 years, as per changes made within the framework of assessment standards of the factories willing to compete to win the award.
Citizens whose homes are affected by Batna Coastal Road are benefiting from new houses, while other citizens remain in their old houses waiting to finish compensation procedures. Citizens call concerned bodies to accelerate compensation procedures and transactions for more than 4 years. They also call to remove abandoned houses because they are a source of discomfort for those who still remain in their old houses. Still to come in our news bulletin. An opening day is organised to clean the seaport in the Wilaya of Sur. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. 1.5 million Omani Rials is the value of new projects awarded by the Ministry of Housing. The tender included completing the building of 12 residential units in Halban and 1 residential unit in the Wilaya of Yankul and Ibri, in addition to connecting electricity for residential units in the Wilaya of Dama wa Al Tayin. The tender also included lightening Batna Coastal Road. A workshop on good pharmacy practice was held today under the auspice of His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saif Al Hosni, Under Secretary of Health Affairs at the Ministry of Health. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Rubai.
As part of the continuous professional development for the pharmacist and assistant pharmacist of the private institutions, the 11th annual workshop on good pharmacy practice in the Sultanate, organized by the Directorate General of Pharmaceutical Affairs and Drug Control at the Ministry of Health, attended by over 400 pharmacists and assistant pharmacists from those institutions. Dr. Mohammed bin Hamdan Al-Rubai, Director General of Pharmaceutical Affairs and Drug Controls, in his speech said that this area of the pharmacy is witnessing speedy development, and thus the Ministry of Health attaches a great importance to the pharmaceutical continuous educational program in the country, the aim of which to develop the knowledge and skills so that a pharmacist can contribute to health improvement and help patients with health problems to make the best use of their medications. During the workshop, various topics and examples through video show were presented in the field, and the best pharmacy practices from private institutions were awarded, recognizing their commitment towards profession. On the sideline of the workshop, exhibition displaying various medicine from different companies was organized. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television.
His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saif Al Hosni, the Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Health Affairs, has received today Her Excellency Dr. Aisha Mubarak Bouanouk, the Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Health in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and her accompanying delegation. The meeting touched on fields of cooperation in the health areas between the two brotherly countries. The guest was briefed about the Sultanate's experience in running and controlling strategic stockpiles in medicine and medical supplies. Muscat security markets once again declared to be a relatively safer market in the Gulf Cooperation Council. Here is a report by Saida Tabinde Bukhari.
MSM 30 index closed today at 5.4 points, recording an increase of 16.6 points, representing 0.31% compared with the last trading session. The value of securities traded today reached up to 13.7 million Riyal Omani with an increase of 628.8% as compared to last trading session, which recorded only 1.68 million Riyal Omani. The market cap increased by 0.12% against the last trading day, reaching around 15.8 billion Riyal Omani. The value of shares bought by non-Omani investors reached to 279,000 Riyal Omani with an increase of 2.12%. The value of shares sold by non-Omani investors reached to 11,308,000 Riyal Omani at 85.86%. The net foreign investment decreased by 83.74%, reaching below 11,000 Riyal Omani.
In comparison to the neighboring capital markets, MSM reacts much less to the global financial news. However, they do have a great deal of psychological effect on the local investors. And this negative local investor behavior trend shall continue at least until the emergence of any substantial announcement of regional economies or the state budget or the annual financial results of the listed companies. Saida Tabinde Bukhari from Muscat Securities Market.
The fourth Asila Tourism Forum was held in the Walaya of Jailan Bani Bu Hassan. It witnessed a wide participation from citizens of the Walaya. It focused on enhancing the voluntary work culture as well as ways to provide touristic attraction elements in the Walaya. During the forum, various completed projects were reviewed, including sheds of beaches with the aim to make the area more comfortable for the tourists. It also witnessed some activities, including poet sessions in love of the country. At the end, the participants and supporters of the forum were honored. The Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry organized the open day activities to clean the seaport in the Walaya of Sur. This came in cooperation with a number of fishermen and those interested in marine life. The activities focused on the importance of preserving the marine environment, as well as ways to reduce the dangers caused by using different fishing methods and tools that affect negatively on the marine life. The event also spread awareness messages regarding the protection of marine life, in addition to ensure the continuation of fisheries wealth. Various governorates around the Sultanate have touristic and natural areas that witness an active touristic movement during the weekends and holidays. One of such areas is Wadi Bana in the Walaya of Ibri in the Governorate of Dahira. The area is distinguished by its natural beauty and it is surrounded by trees and a foliage. The families visiting the area expressed that the bodies concerned should work on providing the place with the necessary services and public facilities, including family gathering places, so as to attract further tourists in the Walaya. And now for the general weather forecast. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the northern governorates of the Sultanate, with chances of scattered rainfall over the coastal areas of the Sea of Oman, Hajar Mountains and its nearby. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of low cloud and fog late at night and early morning on the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea. Winds will be northeasterly moderate on the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea, while in the rest of the governorates it will be northerly light to moderate, occasionally active on the coastal areas of the governorates of North Batna and Musandam. Seas will be moderate on the west coast of the governorate of Musandam, North Batna and the Arabian Sea, with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. On the rest of the coast, it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal decree appointing a non-resident ambassador. The Civil Service Council discusses conforming occupational status of some categories of employees and views an indicator of number of applicants for vacancies. And citizens are still awaiting for compensation procedures of Al-Batna Coastal Road. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.